Alright, this is part two. I'll probably make maybe one part and I'm going to shut this camera off here, guys. Probably going to make a 1 hour video here. I'm going to shut it off. Obviously. And I'll give Peter $450 million in royalties from the Sky Source film profits. So if me and VJ make, I don't know, $20 billion off the movie in profits off the $20 billion in profits from the movie, obviously, Peter gets $450 million of that pie. And that's enough. I'm not going hard after Peter. Peter wants more money. I'm like, Peter, man, you're fucking greedy, man. Like, you're not happy with $450. No, Ivan, I want double that, man. I want like $700, $800 of the royalties, Ivan. I'm like, no, Peter, I'm not gonna pay you that. If I pay you that, you're taking like all the more than 1% of the pie to yourself, which I know you like doing. You like taking all the money for yourself. I'm not gonna do this, man. You're already taking more than half the pie. $450 is enough here. You're being greedy, man. You have to think, hey, Ivan, I can understand you paying your team, giving your team a piece of royalties, but the actors, come on, they're not worth your royalties, Ivan. Just pay them their flat salary. That's enough. They don't even make this all. That's enough money. That can last them for like 8, 10 years. You don't have to give a piece of the province, Ivan. Just give that money to me, Ivan. Like, seriously, Ivan. I'm not kidding around. Why don't you just give all that money to me, man? I'm much bigger than them. They're puny compared to me. I'm like, Peter, I'm already paying you way more than them. This is enough money. You're just greedy. I'm not going to let you take the actors' money, man. I want these actors to destroy the role and have Oscar-worthy performances. That way I get a better movie. And I want them to share in my wealth. I'm going to give them a tiny piece of the pie. I'm not going to let them rip me off. I'm only giving them a tiny piece of the pie, Peter. If I make $20 billion off my Zane's movie, is $90 million, $100 million going towards the actors going to hurt me? No, unless you're, it might hurt you because you're a greedy pig. If you make $20 million, $100 million is not going to hurt you, man. You see what I'm saying? Ivan, you're very, very generous, man. I would never do that. I would take the whole 72% for myself, man. I pay the actors a fat salary, and that's it. I'm like, yeah, I know you would, Peter, because you're fucking greedy. I'm not you. You're not me. You're a greedy animal. You like taking everything for yourself and leaving everyone else with peanuts. I'm not going to let you take all the actors' money. My 17 deserve to get paid. Yeah, I can understand you're 17, but the actors are not worth that, Ivan. You know, he might tell me they're not worth your royalties, Ivan. What's wrong with you, man? You're gonna this is you're the main show, Ivan. You and VJ are the main show, not them. You know, so they're not worth your royalties, Ivan. What's wrong with you, man? Like, yeah, they're Hollywood actors, but they're puny compared. They're nothing compared to you, Ivan. You're the main show. This is about you and your wife. It's not about them. Yeah, they'll build some buses of Hollywood actors, but they're only worth a flat base, and that's it, Ivan. They're not worth a rich salary and taking your royalties, Ivan. What's wrong with you, man? Just give that money to me, Ivan. Just give it all to me. I'm saying, like, Peter, you're fucking greedy. No. I'm not going to give all the money to you because he's greedy, obviously. You know what I'm saying? Okay, and once he senses I'm annoyed, yeah, it's a deal, Ivan. You know, his age, like, Ivan, that's a good deal for Peter. Peter doesn't even make this in Hollywood. Yeah, he doesn't make that in Hollywood. That's a good deal. Yeah, your agent's going to walk away with, I don't know, $30 million, $30 plus million in his bank, and you're going to walk away with $300 million in your bank after taxes. I gave you a good deal. Some Sarah. Peter will walk away with about $300 million in his bank after taxes, and the agent deductions. He's gonna walk away with a lot of money, man. Double what he made for Lord of the Rings. Almost double what he made for Lord of the Rings. Yeah, it's a deal, Ivan. You know what I'm saying? And Peter's all happy. He signs that contract. You see in the documentary, 85 million base, 2 million in residual royalties for the re-releases. You know what I'm saying? Commercial money. You know what I'm saying? And $450 million for the Sky Source film, from the Sky Source, $450 million in royalties from the film profits. You see that in the documentary, they write the credits. Holy shit, Peter signed a massive deal, yeah. And if he's really, really greedy, I can give him like $40, $50 million in royalties for the merch if Peter's greedy. I can sign him to a $575 million deal if you want, if Peter's really greedy. Okay, Peter, because you're okay, I can give you $50 million in royalties for the merch if you want, Peter, because you're greedy. Because you what? I can sign to a $575 million deal if you're greedy. Worst comes to worst, I can do that for him if Peter's really greedy. Make a bit more money for yourself, obviously, if he's greedy, obviously. Then Peter signs his massive contract, and after I sign Peter, I'll sign Fran, and I'll sign Guillermo del Toro, and I'll sign Barry Osborne. Because let's say once I choose Peter, let's say if I choose Peter, I'm gonna have my secretaries call Peter's agent. Hey, I'm gonna have my secretaries call Peter. Hey, Peter, yeah, Ivan wants to hire assistant director to help you. He thinks Guillermo del Toro is the best man to help me. What do you think of Guillermo del Toro? Yeah, I think he's the best man to help me. He helped me in The Hobbit. And okay. I'll give Guillermo del Toro's agent a call, and I'll fly him, Fran, yourself, and Barry Osmond to my office, and you guys will all sign your contracts. Bring all your luggages with you from home. My team are going to make the calls and book all the hotel suites and the rooms for you. And I can hire assistants to take all your luggages in your hotel rooms. They'll check in for you and everything while you sign your contract. Hire like 2 or 3 assistants to do that. 2 assistants. And once Peter and them sign their contract, obviously, me, VJ, and my team will take Peter and all of them out to a nice dinner at Boston Pizza. Are you hungry, Peter? I'm hungry, right? Okay, you guys can order appetizers. I can order pitches for you guys. We have a good time. That'll be trending, obviously. You guys will see that trending, obviously. Oh, I even signed Peter again, Guillermo del Toro. You see that trending, you know what I'm saying? His wife, Fran. Me and my team, and VJ, have a nice dinner with those 4 guys. And we eat there for a good 2 hours, and they party up my condo for like 3 hours, 5 hours. But once the party's over, I'll have the limo drivers take them to their hotel room. To their hotel room, to their hotel room suites. They can sleep it off in the suite. And the next day, they get their breakfast, and then the limo driver will take them to my property, and we do the board meetings discussing the movie. Sarah? We do the board meetings discussing the movie, obviously. The board meetings discussing the movie. Peter will ask, so during the board meeting, Peter will ask, okay, Ivan, how are you going to distribute your movie? Yeah, I'm gonna sign my contract with Amazon. Oh, Amazon, huh? Like, is it Prime Video? I'm like, no, not Prime Video. I'm gonna release it on 4K Blu-ray. Oh, 4K Blu-ray, Ivan. 4K Blu-ray's top notch, Ivan. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yeah, it's top notch. Like, yeah, you're gonna release your volumes year by year, or is it like, no, I'm releasing the box set? Oh, you're gonna sell it all 3 at the same time? Yeah. In a box set, Ivan. Oh yeah, box set with a map that you can hang in your house of the north and the south. Ivan, that's cool. Your company's top notch. 4K Blu-ray. I'm like, yeah, 4K Blu-ray, Peter. You know what I'm saying? Ivan, if you put money, if the world puts money into a theater, we're gonna get a nice home theatrical experience at home with 4K Blu-ray technology, and the technology you're putting towards the movie. Look at something amazing, Ivan. And I tell Peter the budget. He's all shocked. He's like, Ivan, you're looking at like a world that like 3 times, 4 times better than Pandora. Action sequences better. That will blow my Lord of the Rings action sequences out of the water. And horror like so real. Airhead and them are like AI devils. They're real demons. The revolutionization of horror, Ivan. I'm like, yeah, he's all happy. Holy shit, Ivan, your company's top notch. I tell him how much money I'm putting towards all the sections. He's all shocked. Ivan, you gave me unlimited resources. I don't have to worry about running out of money for any of this stuff. I'm like, yeah. He's all happy. For Lord of the Rings, we couldn't afford half the stuff, man. We have to cut down on. We have to be careful on what we did for the movie. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I want Air to look as scary as this. 600 million towards visual effects. I don't have to worry about running out of money. You don't have to worry about running out of money for the war. You don't have to worry about running out of money for the war and the battle sequences. Yeah. You don't have to worry about running out of money for the costumes, the armor and weapons, machines for the mask. We rent the best stuff, buy the best stuff for that. Best mask machines, design the best masks in the business. Get the best cameras in Hollywood. IMAX cameras, IMAX film cameras. Yeah, we rent like 12 of them. Yeah. Extras, I can pay them $180. I can hire like 60,000 extra for my movie. Yeah, in Switzerland. Yeah. Obviously. And I'll tell John Howe and all them what I want the world to look like. I'll show them 3 pictures. Yeah, I'm thinking something like this. I want Airtech to look like Pennywise the Clown. I show them the picture of Pennywise the Clown. I want Ephesus like the devil being Annabelle. And I also showed them that other picture. I screenshot that picture I showed you like 2 months ago. I made 2 months ago. I showed them that picture. Oh my god, Ivan, that's scary. Yeah, I want Eric to be even scarier than that. 2 times scarier than that. Ivan, you sure that's too scary? No, guys, I want these guys to be demons. The way you tell a powerful story. And Peter's like, oh my god, this movie's gonna have crazy white buzz. Ivan, I can't wait for this movie. He's all happy. Yeah, unlimited budget. The buzz. Peter's now experienced the buzz with me. When I'm hanging out with him, who's hanging out with my group of people taking pictures of Peter. He's now a part of the movie project. Yeah, he's training with me and VJ and all of them. Yeah, they're all feeling on top of the world. Obviously. So Peter will help me co-write the script. Every morning from 9 to 12, I will co-write the script for 3 hours. And I'll give Peter and my team and everyone else 50-minute breaks. Then at 12 o'clock, we eat lunch for 1 hour. I'll go out to lunch with my wife and my team. The limo driver will take Peter and all them to the restaurant to eat their lunch. all you can eat buffet, all you can drink soft drinks. Spoil them obviously, and then at 1 o'clock, everyone comes back to my property. Everyone has to work. Um, uh, Barry Osborne and Fran will help out my 17 with the business calls, obviously. Help out the 5 with the business calls. And the 2 Superheroes will be with me and VJ and Peter and George Lucas and Guillermo del Toro, and the 3 concerts we're going to do the concerts. Discussing the world building, the characters of the movie, the weapons, the clothing, and the customs, all that stuff. The Eagles, the Crows, we got the answers of the South, the answers of the North, all the lands, we got to discuss all that. And John Howland are going to show all the pictures. Okay, show us what you've drawn so far. Okay, this is what I'm thinking of for the North. This is what I'm thinking of for the South. This is one that picture I showed you my tour account, something beautiful like that. This is what I'm thinking of for the Forest of Galathia, for Xanias, for Saphis, for Cyrus, for Barak, for the Mountains of Gilead, for the city, for the ancient Gilead city like Moria, for the northern mountains in the north, for the wall of Xanias, for the courtyard, for the castle, Eli's house, the sectors in Saphis, the sectors in Xanias. You know what I'm saying? The Blood Valley, the bridge between north and south, they have to draw all that. It's a lot of work. The Forest of Galathia, the Valley of the Dark, the marshlands, the wheat field that surrounds Cyrus. Yeah, you gotta draw all that. They draw it, like you're looking at beautiful concept art, and Peter's like, "Holy shit, this is gonna be a beautiful world." Yeah, we discussed the concept arts from 1 to 5, and I'll give everyone 2 50-minute breaks. But sometimes I'll have Fran in there helping out Peter, us with the concept arts too, because she's very talented. She helped Peter correct the script. Have her help us out sometimes, obviously. But most of the time, I'll have her with Barry Osborne help with my 17. They're going to need help at 17. Have them help them out a little bit. And the 2 Superheroes, I'll have them be with me in the concept arts twice a week. And the other 3 days, they have to help out the other guys with business calls. I don't pay you a lot of money for nothing. I'm not just going to have you do concept arts for like 6 months straight and pay all that money. No, man. You do concept arts twice a week. You help us out, and afterwards, you got to help the others with business calls for the other 3 days. I'm going to put you to work. There. And then Peter will help me sign the 4 groups of crewmen the first year, and he'll help me with the main thing. So me, VJ, and Peter will handle all the main stuff because we're the executive producers, and I'll have my 2 short bros handle it separately because they're my co-executive producers. So the assistant producers don't handle the main stuff; they handle all the other stuff. Whereas the producers handle all the main stuff, and they handle signing the contracts. That's why the 2 search robots are going to sign the rest of the crewmen the second year. After we sign the 3 groups the second year, the actors, cinematographers, and visual effects team, because they're my co-executive producers, they're going to sign the rest of the crewmen. But I put you to work, and the assistant producers, all the rest of them make calls for the other stuff, obviously. All the other stuff, all dirty work, obviously, yeah. Hey, Peter, I want to do a hotel party event, a 2-day luxury hotel party event. All you can drink alcohol at this hotel in Switzerland. Oh, in Switzerland, Ivan, yeah, I want to host a party where we film the movie. Ivan, you're renting that hotel, the Bergerac Hotel? I'm like, that's beautiful, Ivan. Yeah, I'm gonna rent that for 2 days. We do a 2-day party event from 7 to like 1:30. All you can drink alcohol, DJs, and inside out party. And I want to do like a 4 or 5 hour red carpet event there. So the red carpet event will take place on the first day. And it's like a 4 or 5 hour event. And after that's over with, you do the party happens with a VIP party happens with the cast and crew. The entire cast and crew, I even know. I'm like, yeah, holy shit, your company's how much. Barrett Hollywood doesn't do this, yeah. And the second day, everyone wakes up and they eat their breakfast or lunch, and at 7 o'clock you have another party. So 2-day party. And once the 2 days are over, the journey ends. And everyone says their goodbyes, and then the journey now ends, obviously. And everyone's flown back home, obviously. Peter will help me complete that deal with the Birchenstalk owners and managers. My deal is $10.1 million for the deal. So we me, VJ, and Peter in the room meeting with the managers and the owners. If you want 20 million, my guys, man, you're ripping me off. I'm not going to pay $20 million. I'm not stupid, guys. Like, yeah, I'm not great at math, but guys, I'm not that stupid. $20 million, you rip me off. $10.1 million is my final offer, man. If you don't like it, I'll find another hotel. It's a deal. Yeah, I gave you a deal. And I'll promote your hotel on the credits. I'd like to thank Virgil's Hotel for hosting us for the party and red carpet. I'm saying, yeah. I'd like to thank Boston Pizza for hosting our takeouts. I'm giving you guys all a good deal, yeah. You have to include Virgil's Hotel and Boston Pizza in Boston Pizza, SAQ. Include all those people in your credits. Thank them. It's good to thank them. Thank you guys for hosting us. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, Boston Pizza, for hosting us for the takeouts. Thank you, Virgin Hotel, for hosting the red carpet event and the 2-day party. I'll put that in the end credits, obviously. So, Sarah. Then Peter will help me the calls for the best cameras in Hollywood, the IMAX cameras, the IMAX film cameras. He'll help me. We're gonna rent the best cameras, man. I'm gonna update it. Peter, is 12 enough? Yeah, I even 12 cameras is enough. Yeah, I can film with 6 main cameras at a time. Some scenes like we film with all 12. Some scenes we film with 6 or 7 or 8. It just depends. For the war, I want to film with all 12 cameras at the same time. But for most of the main scenes, we can film with maybe 6, 7 cameras at a time. That's enough. Hollywood, they film on average with 3 cameras at a time around there, right? Yeah, that's more than enough cameras. At Hollywood, they waste money. They rent like 30 cameras. They don't even use half their cameras. Yeah, I don't want to waste money. 12 cameras is enough for the movie. We'll rent the best film IMAX cameras. Film, Peter, not digital. I don't want that Hobbit look. I want the Lord of the Rings look, the more natural look. We rent the film cameras. That way you get the more natural look, like you did for Lord of the Rings. I don't want that Hobbit digital look. No, I want the natural look. Yeah, if you want the more natural look, you have to rent film ones. I'll rent the film ones. And we rent the best equipment for the cameras, the best camera gliding stands, the best camera moving stands, the best in the business. I mean the best stuff, the best stuff, the most expensive stuff we can rent because my budget is unlimited. Best gliding equipment, the best lenses for focus, best sound equipment, best lighting equipment. We rent the best stuff. And it'll help me with the CGI technology stuff. For the visual effects team to work with, we rent the best stuff in the business, man. That might cost me maybe $20 million. Yeah, you want to rent the best stuff, Ivan, and have the best rendering computer software to render all the visual effects. This high-tech computer software, that's going to cost you millions. Yeah, Ivan, that might cost you a good maybe $30 million. I can easily afford it. And the third, we rent the best stuff. And the $30 million budget is part of the $600 million going towards visual effects, obviously. So we now have $570 million going towards visual effects. So you have the money going towards renting all the stuff. You have to ship it all to Vancouver, and you have the leftover money going towards the actual visual effects for the movie. The world building, the action sequences, and the horror of the demon wolves and bats, and then the crows and the eagles and the mosquitoes, the jaguars. It's all going to the stags. It's all going towards that, the CGI. And the leftover, like $80 million I have left in the budget, I can put maybe $65 million left of it towards more special effects to pimp out the movie more. And that's really something beautiful for my world, man. It's something nice, man. Something fucking nice, yeah, man. Something beautiful for my world. It's doing something beautiful for my world, man. For Zanus. And then Peter will help make the call for the costumes, armor, and weapons, and the machines for designing the masks. Professional masks. I don't want the masks like your Orcs and Lord of the Rings people. No, they look cheesy. I want a more professional mask. Like that Devil Being Annabelle I showed you. That Pennywise the Clown picture I showed you. Or that horrific picture I showed you in my video I made about 2 months ago. I showed the concept artists those pictures. That way they know. And then the mask designs are going to design the mask based off the concept art pictures. So Eratat, Ephesus, Faful, Morale, Durius, Mass, Bass. You have to design all the concepts are going to create all those concept arts for all those demonic characters, and the mask designers are going to create the mask. Professional. I'm going to get the best printing machine, the professional prosthetic demonic mask for all those characters. Ivan, why don't you just do motion capture CGI on my Peter? No, man. I know you like CGI. I don't want Eric to be full on CGI. I know he'll look a bit. Ivan, he'll look very frightening. Yeah, he'll look very frightening. It'll still be an amazing movie, but it'll look a little cheesy because it's full on CGI. You know how Thanos looks amazing, but he looks a little cheesy because it's full on CGI? No, I don't want motion capture technology. I want the actors to actually wear a mask. I know what I'm doing. Ivan, you're saying you don't want CGI? No. I want them wearing the mask, and then the visual effects team will apply the hundreds of millions towards visual effects towards these horrific masks. That way they'll still look amazing, but they look more natural. Like the ring race and the Orc High army in Two Towers. Except 3 times, 4 times scarier than that. I'm better than that, because I'm pouring hundreds of millions of dollars towards CGI, some Sarah. Alright, so you want the 50 balance? Yes, I want the 50 balance for the world building, the action sequences, and I want the 50 balance for the world building and the horror of the wolves. Whereas action sequences is obviously all special effects, obviously. The special effects makes it look real, obviously. Action sequences is all special effects. But the world building, I want to mix the build big sets, unheard of sets, and you apply the visual effects towards the world building, obviously. Some Sarah. So for the world building, I will mix the big sets with the blue screen and green screen. That way the world looks very amazing, but you build unheard of sets, that way your world looks more natural. It also looks very amazing. Like that picture I showed I posted on my Twitter account last year. Show John Howland those pictures that way, and people that picture, those corner pictures that way they know. It looks more, the world looks more natural, but it also looks very amazing. It looks advanced, like those 2 pictures I posted on my Twitter account. A lot of you guys have Twitter, you know what I'm talking about, obviously. Some Sarah. So we have to buy a bunch of fabric for the costume designers to create the clothing. We have to buy the sewing machines to create to custom make the clothing, obviously, for all the actors and the extras, obviously. We have to buy the tools for Weta Workshop to create all the thousands of armor and weapons, and we have to rent the best mask machines to print out the prosthetic 3D professional like unheard of mask that the voice actors are gonna wear, like demonic real masks. Like you're looking at the demonic mask, something freaky, man. You know what I'm saying? Peter will help me make the call for that, and it'll help me make the call for the food. We're gonna call the best farms in Switzerland. We're gonna buy all the food. Potatoes, the rice, chicken, beef, pork, milk, cheese, cereal. Rent the vending machines for the coffee, the French vanilla, the tea, the milkshake, strawberry, chocolate, vanilla. We can get that from the farms. Get milk from the farms. The milkshake you can have them custom make that if you want. But the coffee I'll just buy from a company. Coffee and French vanilla tea you buy from a company. Buy it from the farms if you want. Find a farm that sells coffee. Buy all the coffee and tea and French vanilla. And for the soft drinks, you don't have them custom make soft drinks. Just call a top notch company that sells soft drinks for vending machines, and make for vending machines, and you buy all that. You buy a bunch of that. You need to buy a lot of that. It's all pricey, man. The food's gonna cost me maybe $1 million, maybe, perhaps even more, $1 million too in costs. It's expensive. I'm getting the best stuff, and it'll help me make the calls for the kitchen equipment. He said, Ivan, you can just have the chefs cook food in the trailer, Ivan. I'm Lord of the Rings. I'm like, no, Peter. I'm like, Ivan, you gotta watch for your budget. I'm like, Peter, I have way more enough money. You don't have to worry about the. Yeah, Ivan, we can use it for it. Yeah. So the rent kitchen equipment will probably cost me $50,000, $80,000, $60,000 to rent all that. That way the chefs have a good environment where they're going to make the food for the actors and the crewmen. Don't have to make food in a trailer, no, Peter. You know what I'm saying? We got to get all the best kitchen appliances, the nice plates. We want to have nice luxury plates, nice luxury cutlery. We have to rent dishwashers. I'm going to hire dishwashers to wash the dishes. Right? I only want dishwashers who work at respected restaurants. So if a dishwasher worked at Gordon Ramsay's restaurant, they're more than welcome to apply. I'll hire like 8 dishwashers who worked in professional restaurants to work for my company, obviously. If you worked at some like bar restaurant, you're out. You have to work at a professional restaurant. That way you have that experience. That way my team does not have, right? I'll just, well no, the dishwashers I'm going to hire are going to be the dishwashers who work in Lord of the Rings. So, okay, all the dishwashers who work in Lord of the Rings, I'll just hire those guys. Hire like 8. You're going to need a good like 9 dishwashers. I'll have 3 sections of buffets. You need 3 dishwashers in each section to wash all those dishes. You pay them a nice $1,000 salary, obviously. And then Peter will help me sign the 4 groups of people. The people overseeing the extras, the first show we got to sign. The trainer, the nutritionist, the head chefs we got to sign. I did pay the head chefs $200K. That's good enough. I'm like, no, Peter, pay them $400K. I can easily afford it. They're very important. They're the ones who are cooking food for all the fucking cast and crew, man. They're important. You're paying your head chefs more than your photographers, yes. They're the ones who are feeding everyone, man. They're very important. They're the ones who are feeding everyone, man. The photographers are important. They take your pictures, obviously, but the head chefs are kind of more important. They're the ones feeding everyone, man. If you don't eat, how you won't survive. You'll die. They're very important, the head chefs. That's why I'm paying them the most money, and they're doing way more work than the photographers, and that's why I'm paying them more money. Okay, fine, Ivan. Yeah, pay them 400K. I might hire Eric Chong, perhaps, or some people who worked in Hell's Kitchen. You can hire some of those guys as your head chefs if they own a restaurant, right? You pay them 400K, and the assistant head chefs you pay them 150K. There. And it'll help me sign Weta Workshop. I'm going to fly Weta Workshop in the first year because they have to work on the armor weapons early second year. You have to fly the costume designers because they got to work on the costumes early second year. Yeah, you're going to need to give them time. Yeah, people will tell me that. You know what I'm saying, and we gotta sign the mask designers because they're going to be all those guys are going to be creating tens of thousands of stuff. And that's why you need to have them work on it early second year. That way you give them time. 2 years is more than enough time to work on everything if they work 7 days a week. Guys, I'm sorry you have to work 7 days a week, but I'll give you like 2 hour breaks. 3 2-hour breaks every day. That way you're not stressed out, obviously. There. And then once the concept art is finished, I will do a party with Peter, my wife, my 17, Guillermo Toro, Fran, Barry Osborne, and the 3 concept artists. I'll do a party in my yacht. It'll probably be summertime. Do a party in my yacht. A goodbye party for the 3 concerts. Because once the concerts are done, I'm gonna send the concert arts home. I'll send John, Hal, and Alan all of them home. Obviously, once the concerts are done, I do a nice party with them. And then once like 8-9 months go by and the script is now the first draft of the script is now finished, you do a party with Peter and Owen to celebrate. Obviously, we're done the script, Ivan. I'm like, we're done, Ivan. Yeah, okay, Peter, we got to go over it 2 more times. Ivan, we don't have to go over it, man. It's a good script, like Peter. Don't be fucking lazy. We gotta go. I don't pay you. Tell me to slack off. We gotta go over it 2 more times. So once the script is now done, me and VJ, I'll have my 2 servers print 2 hard copies for me and VJ. And we can now practice the lines every morning. Obviously, because me and VJ won't have any work to do, right? So we can practice the lines every morning in our condo, and then in the afternoon we meet up. And while we're practicing our lines, Peter will be helping out the others with more business calls. Help them out a little bit. Find a way to put in the work, obviously. And then in the afternoon, me and VJ and Peter Guillermo Toro will go over the script all afternoon. For like 3 hours, 3.5 hours. We go over the script. We'll probably be done going over the script in a good maybe 2 weeks. So in a good month and a half, we'll be done going over the script 2 times. Then once we go over the script 2 times, and we did a few minor rewrites, 3 minor tweaks here and there, the script is now official. Okay, Peter, are you happy with the script, Ivan? The script is the script is good, Ivan. You know, Toro's the script good. We have to unanimously agree if the script is good. It's good, Ivan. Peter's like, Ivan, trust me. I know you worry. I wrote Lord of the Rings. This is just as good as my Lord of the Rings script, Ivan, if not better. This is better than my Hobbit script. And the Hobbit movie were pretty good, Ivan. I winged it. And I'm saying, Ivan, you're looking at an amazing movie, Ivan. And I'm saying, okay, the script is now done. And once we finish the 3 drafts, I'll do another party with Peter and all them. Because the script is now officially finished. I'll do a big party in my condo. We can do a party in the office or a nice party in my yacht. I'll do it in my yacht. I like partying up in a yacht. Do it in my yacht, obviously. Another party in my yacht. And the sacred script is now done. Okay, Jon Favreau, Dave Filoni, or Peter Rice, or Zack Snyder, you know what I'm saying, or J.J. Abrams. You guys got to do the dirty work. You got to go into your office. I'm going to put money into like a $20,000 super advanced printer. You got to print all like 35, 40 scripts, 400-page scripts, and separate the volumes. So when you print one script, you got to print 3 separate volumes. You print volume 1, you staple it, you put it in an envelope, and you print volume 2, you staple it, you put it in an envelope, you print volume 3, you staple it, you put it in an envelope, and then those 3 scripts are for one person. You got to do that for the remaining like 34, 36, 37 more scripts. A lot of work. It's dirty work. I don't pay the script developers a big bonus and a lot of money. It's like, oh, I expect you to work hard, man. They're all going to work hard for me. Even though this sucks, I didn't pay us a lot of money. Yeah, I pay you a big bonus. I pay you originally salary, and I'm giving you a nice piece of the royalties. I expect you to work hard. You guys have to prepare the scripts as early next year. I'm going to be flying in the stars, the Hollywood stars. And you need to have the script ready, prepared. That way you can give the actors a script. And the end of the first year ends, obviously. And around Christmas time, you send everyone home. They get their 2 weeks off for Christmas. And after you get your 2 weeks off, you guys have to all come back to the office for work. And then early second year, my secretaries are going to now call the actors' agents and let them know that Ivan will be flying them. Ivan will be flying them what? To sign the contracts. And my head of production has to create those schedules and send to the actors' agents. Okay, you're going to be flown on this day at this time. You have to create all those schedules. That's why your head of production is going to be hard at work creating all those schedules. A lot of work, man. I'm Sarah. And second year, Peter will help me sign. It'll be me, VJ, and Peter in the boardroom with a trained nutritionist and my accountant and legal advisor. We're going to be in the boardroom, and then we're going to fly in the 12 main stars first. So fly in the 12 main stars first. My jet will fit about 12 people. So I'll fly in Djimon Hounsou, Avan Joje. Avan Joje, you pick him up at his house, right? Because he lives in Vancouver. John Boyega, Idris Elba, Angela Bassett, Andy Serkis, Don Cheadle, Danielle Minette, Ariana Grande, Carl Urban, the actor for Aratat, and there's one actor I'm missing here. Who's the other actor? The actor for Aratat and who's the other guy? I forget. I'm gonna fly in those 11 and the other guy, whatever his name is. The actor for Service and Fool, I'll fly in the second day. I'm missing one actor. Who's the other actor I'm missing here? I think that's all 12, right? I think that's all 12. Yeah, that's all 12 of the actors. I'll be flying in those 12, I believe. The first day. And how it's going to work is Peter signs one guy, VJ signs one guy, and I sign one guy. We all sign each individual guy. We take turns. Okay, Peter, you sign Avan Joje. VJ will sign John Boyega. I'll sign Djimon Hounsou. And Peter, please, man, like, even though you can pay them whatever you want, but there's a limit, there's a cap limit on how much you can pay them. Obviously. Over or under. There's a limit on how much you can pay them, over or under. Do not go under 3.5 for Avan Joje. Do not go over 4 for him. VJ, do not go under 8 for John Boyega. And do not go over 8.9 for John Boyega. For Djimon Hounsou, I won't go any lower than 10 for him, and I won't go any higher than 10.4. But I'll pay Djimon Hounsou 10.4 because he's Cassius, when you read my book, he's a major character of the story. Cassius is a major character of the story when you read my book, obviously. He's a major character. Shema Carver.